Central Institute of Education, University of Delhi. Sir has previously served as the founding Vice Chancellor of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar University, Delhi. Dr. Menon's academic expertise spans curriculum studies, higher education, and teacher education. With great respect, I now invite Dr. Shyam Menon to grace this gathering with a keynote address. We welcome you, sir.
Dignitaries of the dais, esteemed members of the society, congregation, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I am thankful to the Sophia Society and the Metropolitan of the Delhi Diocese, Dr. Gregorios, and also Father Sajid Rahman and others in the congregation for inviting me to speak here. I had come down with a season 2 a couple of days ago. It was one of Sajid's prayers that have enabled me to mature enough to be present here this evening. I am grateful to him for this. Since I still have a backup, I will try and maintain my talk to its bare essential core. I am particularly grateful to my friend Dr. Gregorios, whose yeoman work as a medical practitioner I have always held in the highest esteem. Dr. Matthew was the one who called me specially a few months back and prepared the ground in advance for me to accept this invitation. I am also grateful to Dr. J. Mahmood, who has been a dear friend, dear sibling, and a close colleague to me for the past more than 30 years. It was from J. that I had first heard about Dr. Paulos Gregorios. Through the ongoing conversations between Dr. Mahmood and me, I had developed a sense of who Father Gregorios really was. J. always referred to him as Father Gregorios. I learned through those conversations about this extraordinary man, this eclectic mind, the polyglot, the polymath, what enormous significance of his thoughts, writings and works held in the context of the world, trying desperately to find its own glorious. My assignment here on this occasion as a keynote speaker is to place today's event in a context, articulating the significance of the life and works that are celebrated today and juxtaposing this with the philosophical positions that Dr. Paulos Gregorios used to locate himself in through his many pieces of written and spoken word. In so doing, inevitably, I would take on the perspective of a practitioner of higher education, which has been my profession and vocation for the past more than 40 years. The Dr. Paulos Gregorios Award is intrinsically distinguished by the fact that it has been established in the name of the religious leader of the state of Dr. Paulos Gregorios, PMG for short, as no doubt was deeply revered within his own congregation, but what is equally important is to acknowledge that he was highly respected and listened to with the utmost seriousness by those from other denominations and religious beliefs, as well as from atheists and agnostics. PMG could empathize and comprehend multiple alternative perspectives in which to make sense of the connectedness between the humans and other forms of life, connectedness with the planet Earth, and indeed the ineffable beauty of the cosmos. He could see the manifestations of the divine in all these, and more so in the web of their interconnectedness. In addition to being a man of religion, Dr. Paulos Gregorios was also a statesman and a man of peace. He made important overtures to world leaders at the peak of the Cold War in the 1980s and early 90s particularly, and attempted to build bridges between the warring perspectives. Dr. Gregorios. Why do I say that? I say that after, as we mentioned, the whole career in the civil services, where I have been head and in the government of India, in the government of India, where he thinks in the services or in life, what can be assessed on the basis of close little reading, the achievements, but actually serving a much higher goal. A person is honored for what he or she has done for this country, done for our people, done for humanity. And in that context, I would place my gratitude before you for having asked me to come to this function, recognizing the contribution of Jesse Thomas to all three criteria: our people, our country.
Awarded today is an infinite honor, which is awarded, and this is the 8th award that we mentioned. And a great description of him has already been given earlier. In other words, his intellect was put to how humanity could be served best. And in this context, I will quote from what he said: "It is our faith in the divine that permits us to freely embrace the whole of humanity in a warm embrace of love and respect for their dignity." Different political views. That religion and democracy are contradictory. In my view, this cannot be said if you take a view of faith in line with the teachings of Dr. Gregorios. In this line, faith is put to the service of the people. And what is democracy? The service of the people. And in this context, how do I describe Dr. Jesse Thomas, who, as I said, has been described as the missile woman of India?
The woman is a creator, cannot be destroyed. Therefore, I would call upon you to look upon the achievement of Dr. Jesse Thomas, not simply a great scientific achievement, a great breakthrough in our military standard, but as the arms of a woman extended to us as her children from our protection. And that is why I feel that even this award is most appropriately awarded in this case to Dr. Jesse Thomas.
John, convener of the Souvenir Editorial Committee, to kindly come forward for the souvenir release. I take this opportunity to also invite a round of applause. This is the unveiling of the Paulos Gregorios Award souvenir for the year 2025. This is indeed a momentous occasion, so I request all of you to once again congratulate all our dignitaries. Thank you all. I request our esteemed guests to kindly...
The Catholics Moranmar Basilius Marthoma Matthews III, His Grace Dr. Yohanan Mar Demetrius, very respected Chief Guest Shri Wajahat Habibullah Ji, and keynote speaker Shri Shamdas Balakrishna Menon, Reverend Father Dr. K.M. George, Reverend Father Saji Abraham, and all the executive members of Sophia Society, invited guests, and all the members present here. Very good evening to all of you. I am really honored, humbled, and grateful to receive this 8th Dr. Paulos Mar Gregorios Award. This recognition, which celebrates excellence in women empowerment, space and missile technology, is a tribute to the countless individuals who shaped my journey, my colleagues, my mentors, my parents, my family, and every young dreamer who sees science as a universe of possibilities. To receive an award named after Dr. Paulos Mar Gregorios, a visionary philosopher, theologian, and a great humanist who dedicated his life to intellectual pursuit and societal transformation, is really dear and special for me. Dr. Paulos Mar Gregorios was born in a small town of Tribunithara in Kerala, who became one of the India's most respected thinkers, philosopher, and a global Christian leader. His journey from a humble beginning to the ecumenical leader has always inspired me deeply. His intellectual brilliance took him to a higher level of study to the United States, Europe, and eventually to Princeton and Oxford, studying philosophy, theology, world religions, and ethics.
On this magnificent event celebrating the life and work of His Grace Dr. Paulos Mar Gregorios of blessed memory and the unparalleled achievements of Dr. Tessie Thomas. as well as beginning the Golden Jubilee celebrations of the diocese. It is my distinct honor and privilege to offer the heartfelt vote of thanks.